But then, so then after when high school started, he didn't go there until like one day in like February. He like showed up in my science class, and I was just like,
Hey,
what? I was like all the fear of 8th grade like, just came back to me. It's just like, oh my god. But in high school, we were actually like.
Well, did you actually
like
fear him?
friends.
Like, did you actually?
Well, no, I didn't fear him, but I was just like, what is he doing here? So. Yeah, but then in high school we were just like legitimately friends, and then we had like the Spanish group because I went to an arts high school and it was like a small one.
Yeah.
And so there weren't really that many people. Of course, it's like mostly white because it's art kids, you know. But there were like enough like Spanish kids in our grade to be an actual group.
You know the thing about the Spanish crew there though. For me and Tolman, it's like if the Spanish crew was the soccer kids, but
I see.
But like the soccer kids, they thought they were like the shit, and I'm like. That's not me.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, they were like really conceited, like, oh, we're the shit. And it's like, I'm cool. Like, I don't want to be like you.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be part of your crew.
Yeah.
And like, strangely, the soccer kids were like with the football kids, like they're just like the same like people, like, oh, we're the shit kind of people. Like, they were the jocks pretty much. Like soccer's and you're not my crew.
Right.
And I'm like, I'm Spanish, but I don't play soccer, so they're like, oh, I'm out.
You never got into soccer?
No? Why, did you get into soccer?
Not really too. Like I'm this kind of the same way, but whenever we would have gym in high school, we would all play soccer because they were like really into soccer heads too. But they were all like the music kids. Like there was like there were like about like 4 Spanish guys like in our class, and like the other three were in music while I was in theater, and then. But it wasn't only just us because there was also like a few Cape Verdean guys that were in our group too.
Yeah.
One was in theater and the other one was in music. And then eventually we got another Spanish kid, like in 10th grade, I want to say, that was in art. But yeah, but they were all like soccer, like they loved soccer. Well, I would just play because you know I don't want to do nothing during gym, you know.
Yeah.
And it'd be
was
nice
that an option? Doing nothing during gym?
I mean, a lot of kids would just sit on the bleachers.
You can do that in your gym. Like you want to take
technically,
I don't know. Take
I had gym teachers
like
that didn't really care.
Because like in my house too, they're all like, oh, 0 for the day.
Well, it's weird because sometimes they would care, the gym teachers, but other times they just wouldn't. You know, depending on the
theater
day,
kids,
I
they
guess.
don't care. They're like, these kids are like stupid. Not stupid, but like, these kids are not athletic.
There are kids, even though some of them can play sports. Yeah, it's funny because I don't know. Like my high school experience is not the normal high school experience, you know. Like
I do like if you sat on the bleachers, you took a 0 for a day.
Yeah.
Like at least like the bare minimum you did was walk around the school if you didn't want to do anything.
Yeah.
That's the bare minimum. Is like you have to walk.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, depending on the day. Like sometimes gym teachers cared, sometimes they didn't.
Oh.
But yeah, like I went to a high school where there were like jocks and stuff like that. And I didn't go to a big high school. Like my graduating class was literally just like 33 of us.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So we were a small enough school for everybody to really know each other, which sometimes can be as good, sometimes can be bad.
Yeah, drama ends up.
Yeah. Like everyone would know about it.
Yeah.
Even the teachers.
Because I don't know, drama's not cool at that age. Like when being in a small school like that, it's not cool.
Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, because it's funny because you don't really. It's so weird to like think that normally in a high school you would pass by a bunch of kids you don't know. Because in my high school you just knew everyone you walked past.
Okay, no, Tolman wasn't that big. Like I knew everybody. Like,
sure.
But it's like, did you speak to each other? No. Like, but you pretty much knew everybody as well.
Yeah, you just pretty much know everybody. You don't necessarily like. We all have our own groups, you know.
Yeah.
Our own cliques, one would say. But yeah, I mean, we knew each other, but like, that's not necessarily a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Depending on the person.
Because like, well, like I don't know, my senior class was like 300 people, 400 people. Like it still wasn't much to like not know who anybody is. Like I knew everybody who walked across the stage. Like, oh, I saw you once. I spoke to you once. Like kind of thing.
Right. I don't know. Maybe I'm like not describing it right because I don't know, because there were like kids like you didn't really know, but like I don't know. Maybe they were just like freshmen that you would just see a bunch, but like not really know their name or anything.
Yeah.
Kind of just hear of them or whatever. You never visited your high school afterwards, right? After you graduated.
No.
Neither did I.
I don't give a fuck about that shit.
I don't know. The only time I actually did was when there was a performance going on. So I technically never went like during the school day.
Oh, but you just went during a play though. It's like not really going into the school.
Right. Yeah.
Just going to the theater. To the theater.
Yeah, but like that's the only time I would see people like who were still there and like teachers and stuff like that. Like my theater teachers.
Like, oh. Like, they ask you, like, what you doing up now? Like, what you...
Yeah, yeah. Like, I remember, like, the first time I went back there, like, after I graduated, I saw the principal, and then she was just asking what college I went to and, like, who from JMW goes there to. I don't know. I guess the reason I never, like, really went back is because I don't want to go alone. Like, if, like, a few of us, like, who graduated wanted to go back, then I would go with them, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't want to go alone.
I don't care about going back.
Yeah.
Like, I don't talk to anybody that I graduated with, except for one person. And that's because that's my other best friend.
Yeah. I don't know. I should...
What?
I just feel like I should go see my theater teacher or something.
Why? But you like, were you close to them when you went to the school?
Oh yeah, like I like honestly, I consider my theater teacher in high school like a second mother to me. Like no bullshit, like honestly. She was like my favorite teacher ever.
Well, see, if you were that close to a teacher, maybe I'd consider going, but I didn't have nobody like that.
Right, yeah.
I didn't care about no teacher
Yeah,
like that.
yeah, I get your school is just like bigger and like less like
there,
I don't know.
like we had like our Spanish mom, like we were our Spanish teacher, like we all called her mom because like she was just like she always got mad like our Spanish like her the way she got mad was funny like we all loved her like but she was like it was just hilarious. But like she was like we like that's the only person like we actually got close to was our Spanish teacher because she was just nice. She was Colombian, so.
Oh, nice.
You know,
it's,
like
it's weird because my Spanish teacher at my high school was Jewish.
Really?
Just a white Jewish woman.
I don't know. We had a. No, our Spanish teachers were like one was Dominican, one was like Spanish. They were actually Spanish people, bro.
Right. Yeah. That's why I assumed like just. That was just a thing. Like I didn't realize that, like other people just like teach Spanish.
Nah, but like I took Spanish until like, you know, that's when I actually got my Spanish crew was like, when I did Spanish 3 and 4 because.
Oh, okay.
Those weren't really the soccer Spanish people. Those were the smart Spanish kids. I'm like, oh, I found you guys. I'm like so I fit in with the smart Spanish people because I'm a nerd too.
My school didn't offer Spanish 4. We only had like Spanish 1 through 3. I technically didn't have to do Spanish 3, but I did it anyway just to improve my Spanish more.
Yeah. I skipped Spanish 2, I went to Spanish 3, and then I went to Spanish 4. There's Spanish 5, but I was a senior by the time I was 16 years 4. So.
Yeah, like what the hell? Like, they offer like 5 Spanish classes for 4 years of high school.
Oh, well, you skip, that's why.
Oh.
Like, you could do a test and skip. Or,
okay, I see.
One of your Spanish teachers like, oh, you can skip, which that's what they did for me. They're like, my Spanish teacher was like, you can skip Spanish 2. Like, I'm like, okay, cool. And I went to Spanish 3. Yo, Spanish class was awesome for me. That's the only class. That's like the only people I actually liked. And like, I don't know. It's like you know why I like Spanish. You know why I like Spanish class? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's the only class I had with my best friend at the time.
Oh, really?
So me and him had mad fun in that class.
Yeah, I don't know, I enjoyed
Fuck!
Spanish, but
I was looking at your screen.
why do you do that?
I don't know.
Um,
I'm 8th place because of that shit, bro. Looking at your screen.
I really liked Spanish class because I was actually able to like learn the language. Like this was my actual opportunity to actually learn more about it.
Oh yeah.
And then like whenever I would learn like some words, it's like, oh my god, I remember like I would just like flash back to when I was a kid at like family parties. Like I remember like my uncles and saying that word. It's like, oh, now I understand more.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I just enjoy that because for those at home, let me just explain a little bit about myself. I like really I was never fluent in Spanish. I'd still say I'm still not now, but I don't know. I don't know what happened to me as a kid because like Spanish kids, like you just assume they kind of like grow up like just to know Spanish, but I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Your parents they messed up though. They spoke to you in English.
Yeah, I guess like because growing up they would never blame themselves though, so I was just assumed it was my fault.
Blame your parents.
Yeah, it really is like them. like when like look, whenever they would like talk to somebody Spanish, like whoever, like inside the family or not, you're like, why doesn't your kid speak Spanish? They're like, it's him. I don't know.
No,
like,
it's definitely your parents. Cause
yeah.
they might blame you, but like at home, what they're doing, speaking to me in English, nah.
Yeah.
It's like as a parent, you should have spoke to your kid in Spanish, and
like,
it shouldn't have been that hard for them because they were native Spanish speakers. Like for me, like if I have kids, yeah, it might be hard for me to speak to them in Spanish and speak, like have them learn Spanish. But like for your parents, that should have been really easy.
yeah. I don't know. I think another reason too is like they would always just stick me in front of the TV. You know, growing up. So I was like, you know, and what's on TV? Like English, like Nickelodeon, Cartoon Network. Like that's what I would watch. I'm like,
oh, that's one thing too. My mom used to make me watch Spanish cartoons.
oh yeah, see that never happened to me. I never watched Spanish
until I only started watching like English stuff until like, well, I watched Barney and stuff like that. But like Saturday mornings on Univision, there was Spanish cartoons.
Really?
So she made me watch that.
Yeah, yeah.
And I liked it. I like this shit's awesome. Like,
yeah, see, if they actually did that for me, I would have like, it would have like helped.
Like this is called Plaza Sésamo.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is.
It's like Sesame Street for like Spanish.
Oh, okay. You know, maybe. Oh, you know, that does sound familiar actually. Spanish Sesame Street. I think I've like maybe seen like like just like passing the screen or something.
Yeah. That was awesome.